Good evening and welcome to BOI Weekly. I'm Kumbi Aboluade. The Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashupo Olusi, as part of efforts to grow the nation's industrial sector, met with members of the organized private sector, namely the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the Nigerian Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, and the Nigerian Association of Small-Scale Industrialists. The meeting, which held in the nation's federal capital, Abuja, is the latest meeting after the management of the bank signed a memorandum of understanding with members of the association to deepen cooperation as well as join forces to achieve the vision of President Bola Tinubu's administration to create a friendly business environment for operators in the nation's industrial sector. The Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashupo Olusi, while assuring the bank's continued support to industrialists, gave an update of the 75 billion naira manufacturing sector intervention fund. On their part, members of the three associations spoke passionately on the areas of concerns and how the Bank of Industry can intervene. Welcome to the program.
It is an interactive session between the management of the Bank of Industry and members of the organized private sector, including the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the Nigerian Association of Small-Scale Industrialists, and Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Enterprises. The Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Dr. Olashupo Olusi, then gives updates on the disbursement of the 75 billion naira manufacturing sector fund. Mr. Olusi explains that over 23 billion naira has so far been disbursed to 29 manufacturing companies, while 20 projects valued at 6.3 billion naira are at different stages of disbursement. About 658.37 billion naira has also been disbursed to 713 beneficiaries.
As you all know, the federal government gave us permission to increase the single obligor limit from 1 million to 5 billion naira per beneficiary. And of course, we believe that this will generate a stronger impact amongst all the members of the associations involved. So maybe we should give the federal government a round of applause for listening to because I recall receiving letters to that effect from NASI and NASMI leadership. So thank you also for your advocacy and strong partnership. I can assure you that that letter went a very long way to convince the federal government that we really need to do to make impact with the kind of funding that we have. And it is this kind of collaboration that we really need to ensure that we have the kind of impact that we want to see in our industrial sector.
The meeting, according to the BOI boss, is geared towards fostering a partnership that will assist in the realization of the federal government's industrialization plan, which remains a core mandate of the Bank of Industry. He described the interactive session as a significant milestone in fostering collaboration and advancing the country's industrial sector. He also explains that the fund is part of a larger effort to drive the development of small and medium enterprises, SMEs, through strategic partnerships.
Today's session is designed to foster open dialogue and actionable outcomes. We want to hear directly from you, the organized private sector. What are your most pressing challenges in the face of our challenging economic environment? How can we further align our programs and financing instruments to meet your needs? What innovative solutions can we pursue together to solve problems that we face and to accelerate the growth of Nigeria's private sector, our industrial sector, and our economy at large?
This is just as the bank continues to work closely with private sector organizations to streamline processes and ensure the effective delivery of its loan programs.
Despite changing the environment, our mission remains the same. We want to be able to transform Nigeria's industrial sector by providing business advisory services and financing. And our vision is to be the best bank, best DFI, development finance in Africa, operating under global best practices. And we're very focused on providing support to, for business to start, for the ones that have already started to be able to properly expand, modernize, and also diversify. And then where there are challenges with respect to the way we operate, for us to support you to restructure your business and still remain afloat. Our core and emerging sectors remain basically the same, despite the shift in focus and emphasis on impact. We support agro-processing, food and beverages, oil and gas, health and pharmaceuticals, chemical and industrial minerals, mining and metals, creative and digital industries, renewable energy, gender business, engineering technology, and then tourism and hospitality.
There is this saying that if you want to go far, you move together. But if you want to go very fast, then you move alone. I think all of us here, BOI, NASI, NASMI, and MAN, are committed to building our country of our dream. So we are committed to moving very, very far. And that is why you have this collaboration. So this session today is for you. I want to hear from you. What do you think the bank can do for you better? What are the areas where we can work together? What are the challenges? What are solutions to those challenges? What are next steps? So it's your session. R is to sit down, listen to you, take notes. We have a team at the back taking notes of all the comments and discussions so that at the end of the day, we can jointly have a next steps, a direction of how to deepen relationship between the organized private sector and develop the MSME subsector in Nigeria and build the country of our dream.
One after the other, representatives of the associations praised the bank for its intervention and credit facilities. One key issue in their conversations is the impact of the facilities on job creation and business expansion.
The focus is that there is need for us to go beyond the normal business transaction environment and have an interactive engagement that allows us to address the salient issues that have continued to make it, that has continued to limit the performance of the manufacturing sector in spite of the intervention of BOI. So the MD of BOI has called this interactive session, inviting members of the organized private sector to engage on how, in the first instance, the facilities that have been given, especially by the federal government, administered by the BOI, to suit the challenges that we have in terms of access to credit, and also to seek areas of joint advocacy so that we can address other macroeconomic and infrastructure challenges that are limiting the performance of the sector. So the importance of this engagement is to see how we can co-create an ecosystem that supports industrialization and makes the impact of BOI to reverberate across small, medium, and large-scale enterprises in Nigeria.
The interaction went very well. They listened to us. They took a lot of feedbacks from us on the federal government intervention, and also we gave them a lot of insights. And also we agreed that we'll have a working group that will continue to meet regularly to evaluate our conversation around their products and services and the federal government intervention, the 5 million naira and the 75 billion naira for manufacturers. Our members have been able to key in, and they are still keying in into the intervention, and the impact has been that they were able to access machineries and equipment and also working capitals for their businesses, enterprises. Going forward is to see a lot of increase in employment and also poverty alleviation. But we want a curative, not a palliative.
They're also calling on their members to key into the interventions of the Bank of Industry with the hope of joining hands to foster growth in the nation's industrial sector.
Well, chief of our expectation from the BOI is that we will be able to carry out this partnership in a very robust way, and we have a listening partnership as well. And it does not begin and end with signatures on paper. It entails a lot of I don't want to call it back and forth, but it entails a lot of listening and speaking, and also exchanges between our business constituencies and the BOI itself. But I can assure you that this BOI administration is a listening one. We have this meeting itself, it has happened as a result of concerns that we were able to present, and then this is a BOI response to some of those challenges. So we're looking forward to more of this. We're looking forward to some of the issues that we're also presenting here, morphing into policies and policy responses. So we're hopeful. We're very hopeful. You can actually say that our hope is renewed.
Yeah, our members are quite benefiting from the loans the Bank of Industry has been offering. In fact, most of our members that are into various agricultural value chain across the states are all beneficiaries of Bank of Industry.
Some of the key missions of the bank include providing financial assistance for the establishment of large, medium, and small projects, as well as the expansion, diversification, rehabilitation, and modernization of existing enterprises. The bank plans to achieve this through synergy with these key partners.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
The Bank of Industry has consistently supported numerous Nigerian businesses across various sectors, including agro and food processing, oil and gas, solid minerals, healthcare and petrochemicals, creative industries, renewable energy, engineering, and technology. This week, we visited Taraba State, northeast of Nigeria, where an entrepreneur in the field of furniture is contributing to the bank's vision of job creation and industrial growth. The Chief Executive Officer of Home and Precious Quality Furniture, Godwin Herman, speaks to us on how the bank supported his business with a 20 million naira loan facility. Few years after this support, the company has continued to expand its operations, meeting the furniture needs of residents of Taraba State and its environs.
Furniture production is one aspect that pushes those with taste for quality outside the state to order for what suits them. Worried by the absence of local manufacturers and the scarcity of quality furniture in the state, Mr. Godwin Herman ventured into full-scale manufacturing, courtesy of the Bank of Industry, which has supported him with loans to boost his business. This beautiful edifice from the outside may not give you a clear view of what it houses until you step inside and take a tour of the facility. Living up to its name, Home of Precious and Quality Furniture is a furniture manufacturing center with an array of assorted, tastefully finished and classic furniture in the heart of Jalingo, the Taraba state capital. Mr. Godwin Herman is the chief executive officer of this furniture company. He takes us down memory lane as he narrates how he birthed the company and the journey so far.
This business, it has been my family business. I was born and brought up in this business. I was born and found out my father as a carpenter. He's been doing carpentry work. From there, all the children, we were forced to learn carpentry by our father. I use force because you must learn by fire, by force. That is why I adopt the system to my children too. As you can see, some of my children in the factory, they are also working, they must learn. So after learning, almost all the children, when we finished secondary school, tertiary institution, we abandoned the work and go. I even did the same thing. My father was complaining. He was saying, oh, among all of you, nobody will inherit my work. So his statement, he used to say that it has been his daily complaint. So one day I was meditating. I wanted to go and study furniture. carpentry and wood. But later on, I found out that even one of my lecturers I teach again in school, I was good in economics and accounting. So I studied accounting. I'm a very good accounting student. I graduated at Federal University, Yola, that is Futi then. Came out with 2-1. Very good accounting student. So then my father, when I came with my result, my father said, and so what? So he said, I said, go and learn furniture. He refused. Go and learn carpentry. He refused. Then we are looking at carpenters or skilled workers as second-class citizens. I was not having the courage so much to establish the business. But in one way or the other, I knew how to do the work very well. I could remember how one of our former seniors would encourage me because I know how to do work. He took me to Abuja. I did wardrobe and some furniture for him. He was happy. From there, one of his friends picked me. From there, I had so much connections. So when I came back, I decided, let me start the business. I discovered that I can do the business very well. It's better for me to humble myself and start operating and doing the business.
A tour of the facility to witness the production process paints a vivid picture of what quality stands for. Raw materials are transformed from their virgin state to a variety of furniture with sophisticated equipment. For the Chief Executive Officer of Home of Precious and Quality Furniture, the 20 million naira intervention by the Bank of Industry has turned around the fortunes of the factory. According to him, the loan has propelled the company from its former status as a roadside furniture manufacturer to a market leader in Taraba State.
When I started looking for this loan, I didn't roof this house. But before I got the loan, I finished roofing and everything. And when I finished, sir, I don't have single production in the shop. It was Bank of Industry that gave me the raw materials. The loan was not cash. I started the business. We started productions. And we put our best in that production.
As the company continues to wax stronger, courtesy of the Bank of Industry support, the Chief Executive Officer speaks on the challenges of being a manufacturer and the future of the company.
Yeah, the future, through my explanation, you will know that the company has a brighter future. I told you I started building another factory at Adamawa State. So my vision is to go around Nigeria, to dominate Nigeria. I used to tell somebody, I say, China, they are saying China. I want my product to beat China. I want, by the grace of God, a company from Taraba State to produce furniture that I will export the furniture to China, Turkey, Italy. I want my product to go there. We have good raw materials more than them. They have good machines are finished. If only we can get those machines that they're doing. We are good. Our skills, we have skilled workers in Tarabas, in Nigeria. Every business, there must be a challenge. Yeah. The challenge is, one, the attitude of workers towards this work. Sometimes I used to talk, cancel them. I have to make provision for class for them. I have to use methods in order to get their attention. I have to build lodge for them. Some of them, I use method, I use principle to draw their attention towards us.
He also encourages young entrepreneurs to approach the Bank of Industry in order to take their business to the next level.
I am the why. You have seen the achievement. Before the loan, I don't have productions. I don't have anything. After the loan, I make judicial use of the law, and I have extension of fashion design business, and I have another extension of furniture factory in another state. Sir, Bank of Industry, I want to appreciate Bank of Industry first. I want to tell you that Bank of Industry, after God that created me and gave me the concept, and my father that trains me to be a carpenter, the next person to appreciate is Bank of Industry, which I appreciate them so much, and they have done well to me. And to the glory of God, I want to encourage all businesses, not some of the businesses, to please come to Bank of Industry. Bank of Industry is a friendly bank that will make you to grow, to actualize your vision. Bank of Industry, if only government will realize this Bank of Industry, I will change the name of Bank of Industry as a destiny helper to the economic growth of Nigeria. In fact, Bank of Industry, I appreciate them. I have about 37 workers with me. I trained a lot of boys, and I free them, and I open shop for them. Instead of them to go astray, some of them, they are orphans. Some of them, I just picked them from nowhere. Today, they are somebody like one of my boys I'm talking about, this Alpha. I picked him, he has no parents. It's one pastor that brought him to me. He has no money. Today, he's one of the workers that are receiving good salary in my company. So you see, I create job opportunity to the state and the environment. Secondly, through this business, I open an NGO that reach out to widows and orphans. I want to contribute, even as a free will, to train more youth in the society. Do you understand that they cannot be useless? It's part of my contribution to the society.
The impact of the Bank of Industry's intervention on Home of Precious and Quality Furniture. With the support from the Bank of Industry, Home of Precious and Quality Furniture has been enjoying growth, as well as meeting the yearnings of not just Taraba residents, but Nigerians in general.
What are you waiting for? Wouldn't you want to be the next beneficiary of the Bank of Industry's loan to support your business? The bank's highly experienced and professional staff are ever ready to offer more information to you. You can access BOI services by visiting any of the bank's 33 state offices nationwide using the addresses displayed on your screen, or log on to their website at www.boi.ng. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and keep a date with us same time next week. I'm Kumbi Aboluade. Bye for now.